of my therapy was that we had to create something called a Self-Soothe Kit, which is where we find something that comforts each of our 5 senses in a state of crisis or panic. So I thought that if there's any of you out there that are kind of struggling in the same way that I am, I would pass along this wisdom, and hopefully it can help some of you guys. Also, I apologise in advance if you can hear the TV downstairs. I have no control over that, unfortunately. But yeah, it's quite a big basket as well, quite a big basket. But I just thought I'd go through it one item at a time. But so for taste, I have got a tub of Ovaltine, and I don't know if this is just a UK thing or if there's Ovaltine in other places. But yeah, this is like a drink that is supposed to help you sleep, and it's like quite a malty type of drink, but it's really nice. Kind of reminds me of childhood actually, because I used to, well, my mum used to make Ovaltine for us in the evening. So yeah, I got a nice big tub of that. And then I also got, for taste, these Galaxy chocolate bars, and I've got a smooth caramel one, no, salted caramel, and a smooth milk. Galaxy has always been one of my favourite go-to chocolates, and anyone that knows me, like whenever I'm stressed, whenever I've just had a panic attack, or whenever I'm going through something difficult, the first thing I reach for is chocolate. So I thought it just made sense to have a couple of bars in there. So yeah. For scent, I actually have these 2 bubble bath. The lid isn't on that one. Lol. Yeah, I've got 2 bubble baths though. This one is a pink lemonade and this one's a fizzy lemonade. So I can't wait to try these. I love a good bubble bath, honestly. And it's good as well because I struggle with like joint pain and stuff like that. So it also helps soothe that as well. Just don't fall asleep in the bath. I've done that too many times. So yeah, that's 2 of them. Also for smell, I've got one of my favourite perfumes, and this is Eternity Moment by Calvin Klein. This is one that my mum got me quite a few years back. I don't use it often because, well, I don't use perfume a lot on the daily. I only wear it like when I'm going somewhere special on an occasion, and then this is usually the one I put on. But it smells really nice. And then sometimes when I'm panicked, I will put a bit on my wrist and I'll just smell it, because smell is one of your strongest senses for bringing you out of like a panic mode. So I didn't actually know that at first, but yeah, apparently it's one of the most effective ways to pull you out of a panic attack. So maybe you could find scented candles or lavender or any other kind of smell that you like to put it into yours. I love glass tapping. I feel like it's such an underrated trigger though. It's not for everybody. lotion. It's a blueberry fizz scent. It's only a small bottle, but we were actually taught a mindfulness technique including hand lotion. So this is for the touch, although it does kind of class as smell as well. But I use this more for like the touch sense. And it's like putting on hand lotion mindfully, which sounds daft, but it's actually quite comforting. You know, just thinking about like what it smells like, how it feels on your hand, like just before you rub it in, like it's just like a dollop in your hand, focusing on whether or not it's cold, rubbing it into each like section, you know, just actually like stopping and thinking about it. So it's quite soothing. Also for touch, I've got this stress ball that I actually got for Christmas a couple years back from Callum. There we go. I apologise if that was loud, me punching that. But yeah, no. It's really satisfying just to... because I need to get back into the habit of using stress balls instead of doing more unhealthy coping mechanisms, which I will not mention. But yeah, no, I love this stress ball. It's easily my favourite. And I've also got this little teddy bear for the touch. I just think he's absolutely adorable. He's so teeny tiny. So that was for visual. I think I said that's visual as well as touch because it lights up. So also for visual, I have got a book which I haven't actually finished reading yet. I think I've read small passages here on this channel or over on my Twitch. I forget, but it's Diary of a Confused Feminist. So at some point I'm actually going to sit down and read this. I might make it part of my evening/night routine to like read maybe a chapter before bed. I feel like that could be quite useful. Apparently doing that's really bad for a book, so I shouldn't really be doing it, but... And then my last sense is hearing. So I have my Bluetooth speaker. It's just like a tiny like shower one. Like it's got a little suction and you can actually like stick it on a wall when you're in the shower or something. So I put that in there because it's where it's like really small. I can have it on the go, so if I'm out walking on my own, or if I'm in the park on my own or whatever, I can just, you know, whack this out, put on some music and just kind of jam out to it. So and then also last but not least, I have got this Robbie Williams CD. And some people like, it's upside down, I apologise. Some people may question why Robbie Williams, but I love Robbie Williams so much, and it kind of reminds me of my dad in a way, because he loves Robbie Williams, or he used to. I don't know if he still listens to him, but I know that he used to listen to some Robbie Williams songs, and I find it quite nostalgic just listening to these. But on here there is How Peculiar, Feel, Something Beautiful, Monsoon, Sexed Up, Love Somebody, Revolution, Handsome Man, Come Undone, Me and My Monkey, Song 3, Hot Fudge, Cursed, and Nan's a Song. So there's quite a lot on there as well. And I know that like you may be questioning why why listen to a CD when I can listen to it online? But the whole point of this Self-Soothe Kit is to kind of go more towards something you wouldn't usually do. So like it's easy enough for me to pull up something like a playlist on my phone, but it's more mindful in a sense, like opening this up, putting it in, like, you know, it sounds daft, but it's just like supposed to be more mindful, so to speak. I've also got a couple of other CDs sat on my shelf. I don't have many, but I've got an Adele one, and I've got like I've got a big case with like 3 CDs in that I got from one of my birthdays when I was still living with my mum and dad. I think I was 14 or 15, but it's just like a load of pop songs, so, and I absolutely loved it, because that was back when we used to play CDs through our Xbox 360. And I remember a little while afterwards I actually got my own portable CD player at the time, and I was over the moon about that. And I also had like this little radio that I used to listen to the news on, and I was absolutely fascinated. I would sit there in the kitchen like for hours, sometimes listening to this like a portable radio. Now I couldn't do it without getting bored, but back then it was like the most fascinating thing. But yeah, no, that is everything in my Self-Soothe Kit. I apologise if this was a shorter video, but I'm hoping that it might help some of you, you know, put together like a Self-Soothe Kit of your own, so that when you're in a state of crisis or a state of panic, or even if you just want to pamper yourself and do things that you wouldn't usually do, then you know, you've got everything like right there. So thank you for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's time for me to say God bless, sweet dreams, and sleep well. XO, XO. Hugs and kisses. Bye guys.